Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 12 of Seaopolis 2, a mod pack by benbenlaw. In the last episode, I started this massive compact machine for essence, and as you can see, I have a lot more place to add some more. The beauty of this is that I just chunk loaded this one item. Like the fact that claim chunk, yeah, I just chunk loaded one chunk. So it makes it much easier than having to chunk load a whole base. And I've got this running while doing other stuff. And right now I'm at 58 Insanium Essence. So does it work well? Yes, it does. So then another thing that I did, that's a bit laggy, is I switched my mob spawner right here to Blaze Rod because I don't want to have to deal with blaze rods again, and I basically want the seeds. And for the seeds, you need to fill soul jars, and each soul jars needs 20 blaze rod. But as you can see, I already have 2 fill. So by the end of this episode, hopefully, maybe, I hope, we'll have the blaze seed. I made a nature seed and a dye seed. Let me just go check. I don't think I put anything in any drawer. Where are they? Oh, we have so many seeds now. We have seeds about everything. Oh, dye seed. Yeah, so I must have made some drawers for them and put the stuff in. Yeah, nature seed and dry. And the reason I did that is nature essence can be used to make a couple of things. No, that's not really important, but these, like the special mushrooms, I figured it might be a bit easier that way. And now that we have dirt essence and nature essence, we can even make grass block outright if we want to put them down. Like can make podzol, scarce fruit. Like it opens a lot of, and even mycelium. So it does open up a lot of options. So that's why I just wanted to do that so that I would have it if I ever need it. Same thing for dye. If ever I need a specific dye for something, then I won't have to just try and rush getting it from somewhere. It's going to be easier that way. So what else did I do? Yes. Oh my God, that was so bad. I kept having an energy problem and I kept having this shut down, and I'm like, I couldn't understand what was going on. And well, if you mouse over here, it can now transfer 131,000 FE per tick. By default, without anything special, it's 256. So when I was looking at these and it was saying that it was producing 256, 210, it's because it couldn't even extract more than that. So it was like not using it fully to the fullest potential. So yeah, at least I resolved that. I put some upgrades on every pipe export, and now the power system is much better. So one thing that I did is in an episode or two ago we did unlock Nether Star, and I completely forgot that my plan for Nether Stars were the range upgrade. So let's just search at refined and range upgrade. So these, okay, so I want to make a infinity range booster. In fact, I want to make 3, so I'm going to need 3, 6, 9 more of these range upgrade. So 9 of these upgrades. So 9. Wow, I counted so fast you didn't even notice. And then I'm going to make the range upgrade, all 9. Then I'm going to make infinity range booster, all 3 of them. And these infinity range booster, I'm going to transform into 1 dimension card. So now with this 1 dimension card, if I do this and put this in here, I can now do this from anywhere in the world, which means I no longer need the root system. Root system is done and over with. I should never need to use it ever again. And I kind of prepared a setup right here for my automation, because today I'd like to do a couple of things. Ideally, I'd like to unlock, what's it called? I'd like to unlock the Awakened Essence. I'd like to finish this quest line. I'd like to finish this quest line and use my time lapse to prepare the material for a better reactor, and also prepare this material, okay? Or prepare the stuff to make this material, because I'd like to just submit that to just get done with this part of the quest line. So let's do a little bit of setup. So this right here, I'm going to leave there for now, even though it's really not the best place. And in my time lapse, I'm going to move it. But what I want to do is I had prepared some crafter, some gold crafter. So I want to put a crafter on each of these machines. Ooh, I need one more. And I want these netherite crafter to be there just for crafting. So let me make another crafter. So if I come here and I say crafter, like so, then I'm going to upgrade all of my crafters. I want to upgrade at least up to gold. So like this, and then, oh yes, I prepared, okay, so I did prepare some other stuff also that I'm forgetting about. So another gold crafter that I can put here, and then these are not in the right direction, but that's not a problem because we're also going to make the special wrench. So wrench, make the special wrench, perfect. And we're going to switch all of those in the right order. Really, it's the last option. This is kind of funny. Like of any direction that I have, it had to be the last option whatsoever. So basically, these gold crafter, now that they're in the right, well, all of these crafter, now that they're in the right direction, okay, so let's just do a little bit of crafting. I'm just so excited. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So first we need some patterns. So let's craft a couple of pattern. I don't want to make too many in the beginning because I don't want to run out of certain resource. With these pattern, I can make a pattern grid, but I'd like a normal color pattern grid. This is so annoying. The stupid color options is just a bit too much right here. That's the right pattern grid. So let's make this pattern grid. And we're going to put it down immediately. Like I said, we're going to rearrange stuff later, but I just want to put it there. So the pattern grid is where you can encode pattern, okay? But before we do that, we still need two more thing, I think. We want a pattern monitor. No, a crafter monitor. Right here, okay. That's why I had extra crafters. I had prepared them to be ready for this episode. That's going to be crafter monitor. Okay, now that I have the crafter manager, as you can see here, there's a netherite crafter. And if I scroll down, it's a long list. Oh, you know what getting ahead of itself means? That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to do a very disgusting setup. Like I said, going to rearrange in my time lapse. I just want to get things working. So I'm going to connect like this in the middle of the place, really disgustingly, all of these crafters. Now, if I look at this, I have my netherite crafter, and then, oh, an emerald furnace, and a pulverizer, and an induction smelter, and a multi-servo press. Well, so basically the multi-servo press are two different one. It's just, it doesn't recognize that one is for gear and the other one's for plate. So let me show you what that will let us do. The first thing you should always do is you should always make a pattern about pattern, because patterns are patterns and you're going to need patterns all the time to pattern stuff, which lets you go right here, research pattern, click this and say, make 30 of those. And well, this is crafted in the backend. So technically for patterns, I'm going to need glass. How do you make glass? So if I press R on glass, you make glass by cooking it. You just shift plus this and it's switched to processing and it says 1 sand equal 1 glass. So if I encode this and I come here, I can put it in the emerald furnace. If I come here and look at this, in the netherite crafter, you have the pattern, and if you scroll down in the emerald furnace, you have the glass pattern. Now the reason I wanted to put gold is that upgrading to gold was really cheap, and it does give you the ability to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 9 patterns. So it gives us the ability to have way more pattern. So now if I come back here and I search glass, and I saw this in an episode and it's epic, I already have glass. And what I used to do is I would go, oh, I want more glass. Remove all of the glass. Once all of the glass is removed, click this and craft it. No, 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 sir. We are no longer doing this. When you want glass, you hit Control, Shift, click, and you magically go in crafting. So now I can say, I want 128 extra glass. You press this, and now what's happening is that the gold crafter is pushing sand in the furnace. We're extracting all of the items from all of these places to this barrel, and we have an importer right here. And now it seems as it's not importing, but it's going up and down. It's just not fast enough. That's going to be a problem with a lot of things. So the next thing I want to automate at Refine, I want some speed upgrade. So we're going to craft the pattern for the upgrade and for the speed upgrade. And while we're at it, we're also going to make the stack upgrade like so. And ideally, like I could always use this to place it in, well, because this is the first option, it's easy, but it's oftentimes easier going to place it in the right thing. The reason why you might want to use the crafter manager instead is if you have a machine very far, like a sieve very far, you could scroll down, find the sieve and put it in there. So now that we have this, I can go and I can say, well, I want some speed upgrade. So let me get 12 of those. Ooh, okay. So now it's telling me that it doesn't know how to make sugar. Simple. Let's teach it how to make sugar. Put that right there. And if I come here again and I go speed upgrade, let me grab 12 of those. Perfect. Should be pretty fast because those are netherite crafter. And then I want a stack upgrade. I want 3, 6, 9, 12. So I want 4. So get me 4 of these like this. And what I'm going to do is that wherever I have an import, okay, so there's nothing in here. Just give me a moment. So if I go like this and throw all of that in here, you're going to see that it's slowly importing. If I go like this and I put 3 speed upgrade, it's importing much faster, but it's still only items at a time. But if I add a stack upgrade, now it's stack, 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 voila, it's already all imported. So this is really the best, fastest way of importing thing from anything. Usually when you're importing from a machine, like if I was importing from each, a couple of speed upgrade would be enough. But when you're importing from a barrel or a chest or whatever, the stack really, really does help the work. Like these, if I was going to import from these, I would probably have a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrade, and that would keep up. So right now we have everything. So I'm going to give you another example of something that I want. One of the things that we used a lot are these machine frame. So let's craft a pattern for that. That's a crafting pattern, but we need electrum gear. Well, that's a processing pattern. And, oh, so I screwed up. So let me check because this is very important. When you're making a pattern like this, you want to remove the gear working die. And the reason you want to remove it is the gear working die is already in the machine. It's not inserted and it's not removed. So you make the pattern saying 4 electrum ingot becomes electrum gear. Same thing right here. You say 1 electrum ingot becomes 1 electrum plate. And now just because it's easier, we're going to come here and check. So this one is the gear. So we're going to teach it to make gear. And this one's going to be the plate. We're going to teach it to make plate. And this one's the machine frame that we're going to craft right here. And if I come back right here, those are machine frames. So I have 42, but if I Control Shift click, I can say, give me 3 more. Start. And if I come back to these machine, is it already finished? That's not possible. Machine frame. Oh, wait. Okay. Let me just check something. Electrum. I I was like, how is that possible? Well, we already have some. So let me go back, machine frame, control shift click, and 10. And now, see, 2 craft 7, 2 craft 28. So now it's going to be much slower because this pushed some electrum in here to make some gears and re-importing them. These one is doing plate. You can see them. They go to the barrel. The moment they're in the barrel, they get imported, and voila. So every time I need a plate or a gear or anything, I can just do it from that there. So one thing I like to do, integral component. So I like to teach it how to craft that. So I'm going to need to teach it how to make gold gear. Perfect. Oh, forgot. Nope, nope. Undo. Kill, kill, murder, destroy. I need to always remember to shift click that. So that's going to be the gear. Then for this one, we need a signalum gear. So same thing and set that. And now make the second recipe. Perfect. And then lastly, the resonant integral. This one is going to need, I already have, no, I don't have a recipe for lumium gear. So a recipe for lumium gear. So technically what I would want, I would also want to teach my system how to make all of the metals. The thing right now is that I do have the essence, and I'm going to autocraft the essence. So since I'm going to autocraft the essence, I don't need to teach my system, but because I won't ever have essence anymore in here. Like you see that I have 52 signalum here, but I'm not going to keep essence in these drawers anymore. I'm going to auto process it. We'll get to that a bit later in the episode. So for now, that's what I wanted to, you know what, let me just show you one more thing. I'm going to come here and say processor. So I'm going to want to automate these processor, of course. So I need to make a pattern to cook this, and then I need a pattern to make the processor binding like this. And then this raw processor right here needs to be transformed into a construction core or a destruction core right here, or a good old standard normal processor right here. So what I'm going to do is, and that's what I like doing. So these are the 3 induction smelter that I use. So in this one, I'm going to say, make these patterns. In this one, I'm going to say make construction and raw, basic processor. And in the last one, make the destructor. And what I try to do, so right here, you see I'm making the raw one and I'm finishing them in this one. But what I would do is I would make the gold raw in here and the gold final in there. And I would make the diamond in here and the diamond final in there. I like to change the machine because if you're asking for 64 diamond, at least they're producing somewhat at the same time, because it sends 64 in here. And as it exports from there, it puts the next, like it starts importing them in here. So it's kind of nice to split the load between things so that things craft faster. And that's kind of why I have 3. I could only have 1. I could put all of these crafting recipe in one, but that would now be my bottleneck. So I tried to organize things semi-smartly so that things can be reorganized or pushed to different machines. So those are 2 things that are done. Okay. Next thing that I like to do is I'm going to automate these 2 setup, but I'm going to do that in my time lapse. I figured out a way, but it's a bit long to set up and do. So I'm going to do it in the time lapse, and then I'm going to show you what I've done. So in the last episode, when we started playing with this, we got some cognizant dust and some cognizant organic matter. But to get to creative essence, the next step is we need awakened supremium block. Wow. So awakened supremium block is made from awakened supremium essence that has no recipe other than uncrafting and block. But to craft the block, you need awakening. You need 40 of each essence and 1 insanium block and 4 cognizant dust. So if I come right here, I have the insanium block. That's not a problem. Now cognizant. If I go no, I don't have any left. So let me just do the search. How was it that we made the cognizant dust again? It was with this tertium and dust. I have dust. I just don't have tertium. In here, there's 40 plus 8. 40 plus 8, that's 48. So 8 times 5 is 40. So we can make 6 craft. I'm going to make all 6 craft. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to grab, nope, not here, sorry. I'm going to use this and go, I'm going to downgrade this. Supremium down to Imperium, down to Tertium. And I'm going to split it so that I get 8. And I'm going to go 8 right here. 8 right here. And here and the last spot. And now it's going to start automatically processing this into cognizant dust. Perfect. Okay, so while this is producing stuff. Hello? Really? I don't know what I did, but apparently I didn't put 8 in there. Okay, so it's restarted now. So while we're waiting, I'm going to come back here and look at essence. And I'm going to grab this, 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 and this. And technically, we only want 40 of each. So like this. I'm only going to make 1 block right now because I don't really have the need to make more than 1 block for now. I'm going to need more maybe later, but at that point, I'll have it automated. So right now, I'm just trying to do the minimum I need to do to get to the point, well, to the what I need to unlock for the next step. Perfect. How did I miscalculate that? Oh, I said 5, not 8. What am I talking about? Okay, so let me just clear all of that. And I don't know where I got the number 8 from, but this right here, this right here, this right here, and this right, oh, this right here. Perfect. We're going to need the Insanium block. Yeah, I'm going to have to empty that, unfortunately. Insanium block right here. And around was the cognizant dust. So cognizant dust, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, okay. I was like, why is this not working? Because, well, technically, I could have just done this, which would have been much faster. But you know what? All of them are finished now. So we're going to get our Supremium block. Awakened Supremium block. Amazing. Perfect. So now that we have that, that's going to be 1 quest done. Next quest is Awaken Supremium Essence. Ooh, so difficult. Ouch. Oh, done. Yep, that's all it is. Perfect. And now it wants us to make Awaken Supremium Gemstone and Awaken Supremium Ingot. Be honest with you, not sure why it wants us to make an Awaken Supremium Gemstone. Like, oh, I didn't really see a use for it right now, but let's just do it. So, stop clicking the wrong thing. So right here, this one and a 1, put it like this, and then a 2. So that's an Awakened Supremium Gemstone. What can I make from this? I can make a big block, and I can use it in crafting some tools. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have any need for any of these tools, so throw it in the system. But the important thing, though, are the ingots right here. So we're going to make 4 ingots. So 4 with all of this Awakened Supremium Essence. Makes 4 ingot, which is also another quest. And then we're going to transform all of this into nuggets, because for the creative essence, that's what we need the nuggets for. So powerful. It is worth 9.73 million EMC. Wow. Okay, so there's 2 ways of making creative essence. With creative essence, or with the infusion crafting, with 4 cognizant and 4 awakened. So I want to make 5 of these. So if I come back here, I want to make 5 of these. So perfect. I'm going to split it in 5. So 5 of these, and 5 and 5 and 5. Perfect. And then, oh my God, it's just the exact perfect number. I honestly had not calculated that, so I'm kind of glad that it worked out. So 5 like this. And what was it that it needed? I think it's the Insanium essence in the middle. Don't assume. Let's just check. What is it that it needs? Yeah, it is exactly that. So I'm going to grab these seed and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and voila. And we're just going to let that auto craft itself. So that's going to be our first creative essence while the other 4 are being produced. And that was a chapter, by the way. It gives us a second one. Oh, so 4 would have been enough. Derp. Okay, so I don't need to go further in that right now, other than I want to make the creative seed to get the creative essence. And that's why I need 4 creative essence. But I didn't say 4, I said 5. Why is that? I'm going to make, from that creative essence, I want to make an enchanted golden apple, which means I'm going to need 8 of these apples. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And then I'm going to put these 8 apples around. Ooh, you know what? Because it gave me some free one, let me do 2. So 8, 8, 16. Perfect. So if I use those around 2 creative essence, that gives me 2 enchanted apple. And now if I look at the botany, no, so pot, can I make some more botany pot? Do I have terracotta? Terracotta, yes. Perfect. Do I have, what is it I'm searching for? Do I have wooden hopper? Yeah, perfect. So let's make a couple of these. And then let's upgrade these into the elite. And let's upgrade these elite into ultra. Oh, wow. I had enough nether star to make all of... Did I have exactly the number of nether star? Yeah, that's kind of surprising, but I say that I still have more essence. So I can do this, and I can renew my stash of nether star. Okay, these Ultra Botany Pot, they have a higher level. They have the creative Upper Botany Pot, and I can make 2 of those. How do I have a third one? Well, apparently I can make 3 of those. I don't understand. Probably the other 2 came in as rewards from some quest, but okay, I only wanted 1. But am I going to complain about getting 4? No, sir. So I'm going to now use these 4 creative, like so, with 4 Insanium essence, like so, and 1 prosperity seed, and we're going to make the creative essence. While we're waiting for this, let's make some creative dirt. So creative farmland, sorry, not dirt, farmland. So let's come right here and say hoe and grab a hoe. Do this and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm making 4 because I have 4 creative hopper, but I'm going to need more than that for sure at some point. And voila, creative seeds. And now that we have a creative seed, let me grab a different barrel. So barrel right here. I'm going to go like this and put a temporary barrel right next to our farm. I'm going to put the creative hopper right here, and I'm going to go Insanium Farmland, the new seed, and then I'm going to whack it with the max bottle of time. And this is now producing creative essence like crazy, and we already have 20 more seed. This gives us 10 at a time. That's the advantage of that level. That level of pot is 10 at a time. Now it's just going crazy because we whacked it with 256. But yeah, that's why we're getting 10 at a time. So it means we already had 2 craft of seeds. Whoa. Okay, yes, I've got a space. Okay, so the reason I said whoa when I started rushing is that I was afraid that this would fill completely and I'd be stuck, not like I wouldn't be able to craft the rest. Now, if I grab all of this right here, all of these stack, all except 1 space, and I come here and I grab a netherite upgrade, and I come, you know what, screw it. I'm going to do it differently. I want another flux compactor. flux compactor. So I need 2 sequential fabricator, which means I need 2 crafting automat. So 2 of those. I should probably have made a blueprint for those. Right now, I just want to accomplish a specific goal. So throw that in here and put that on power right here. Then I need my calcite hammer. Calcite, perfect. Set up the output to the top. Let's get rid of my calcite hammer. You know what? Let's also get rid of my crafting remote. It's not like I need it anymore. Grab a drawer and let's put the drawer here. Nope, I don't want the drawer to have flint in it, and voila. So what I'm going to do is put this netherite upgrade and just put all of this in here, and voila. Wow. And then remove the netherite upgrade because I don't produce enough power right now for this to be possible to use long term. But look at this, I already have 15 creative essence, and that's just from one tiny whack. So if I grab all of this again, and oh my god, I'm not even realistic because there's also this. So how much more is in there? I have space for 2 more. Okay, let's come back in here and let's put all of this. So without the upgrade, this is fairly slow, so I just want to put this in and voila. Come back here and grab all of these and come back here. Then remove the netherite upgrade and put the last one. So it transforms 64 at a time. So it's going to transform that one. The advantage of the netherite upgrade is that it can do 64 items at a time. There's never going to be more than 9 stack in here, so there's really no point in having a netherite upgrade. But that one time 256 whack gave us 35 creative essence. So you know what? Let me key this just so that we remember what this is. Give me a key. Oh no. Key right here. Perfect. Let's do this. And let's extract all of this, then put the key back in here. Let's just go creative seed, give me another one. Drops from grown creative essence seed, creative organic spore. Okay, so the reason we're doing this, okay, is the next step. So the next step is creative essence can be crafted with creative organic spore. I transformed it. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, at least I have some already. I should not have transformed everything. It's this creative essence. So if I use this, I can make these creative organic matter. Voila. So that's the next step that we need to unlock. And this creative organic matter, if I come back here and go to the netherite, we're going to see all of this. This gives only one thing. It gives us creative waste. Voila, quest completed, creative waste. Oh, well, it's going to give me more. Is it guaranteed? I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So, chemical oxidizer, used to make various gas. So, if you use creative waste and you put it in a chemical oxidizer, each one of those produce 5 buckets of nuclear waste. So, if you remember, like, let's come out of here and look at the quest line. We need to make antimatter, but to make antimatter, you need polonium and plutonium. Polonium is made from polonium, and polonium is made from nuclear waste. So technically, I would need to set up a fission reactor with a turbine to get the nuclear waste, but that's how Beben just bypassed all of this. He said, most people don't like dealing with the reactor. It's slow, it's long, it's complicated to set up, it's a lot of resources, and he wanted to play more with the antimatter, so he made this, and it's so fun. It makes it a different way. I love when modpacks just modify the standard thing so that you're living a different experience. Instead of, oh, this is the 12th pack that I created a big reactor for a fission reactor from mechanism because I need antimatter and it's so slow I have to wait 20 hours. It's like, nope, you don't. We just made this and you have it. So I wanted to get to this point to show you where the next part of the game would go. Whew, so What time is it? What is my time looking like? Hey, for once it's realistic, but is it really? Not really, because there's more that I want to do. So I just want to take a little bit of time to show you, like, I prefer having a better time lapse because I'm starting to have resource problem on some resources. Like if I come here and I search ingot, I don't have a lot of inderium, signalum, uranium. Like these resources are not coming in super fast, and if they are, they're coming in the form of essence, like so. So signalum essence, come here, do this, and voila, I got 40 extra signalum, but not that much essence. So we're going to teach the system how to make RF tools crafter. So crafter, tier 3 crafter. So we're going to teach it how to make a tier 3 crafter like this, which means I need to teach it how to make a redstone torch, which means I need to teach it how to make a tier 2 crafter, which means I need to teach it how to make a tier 1 crafter. Should also teach it how to make a crafting table. And I need to teach it how to make this machine frame. And because I've already taught it how to make this machine frame, other than the dimensional shard, which are not automated yet, but I will automate them in my time lapse and show you the after effect. Now I can just do this. I can come back here and say tier 3. Oh, and I can say I want 6 of these, let's say. Boom, voila. So what I want to do, you know what? Let me make a little bit of rose gold. Rose gold, if I remember, is copper and gold. So let's come right here and put this in here. And rose gold, is rose gold a seed? Rose gold. No, rose gold is not a seed. Okay, so this is a perfect example. Since rose gold is not a seed, nope. Right here, we're going to teach our system how to make rose gold. And this is the recipe. So 1 copper, 1 gold. And this we're going to put into the least used smelter. And to be honest, if we were going to do a crazy amount of crafting, I would probably make a 4th induction smelter just to send the alloys to that crafter. But now that I've done that, if I come here and say rose gold, Control Shift click, and let's say I want to make 32 more, start. I can see that right here inserted 16 of each, and we're good. So the next thing we're going to teach our machine is compact wall. Solid compact wall. Oh, compact machine wall. So like so. Perfect. We're going to throw that in here. And then we're going to look at making the biggest one, the maximum. So the maximum is made from a block of netherite and 26 compact machine wall. And I'm going to have to throw a rose gold at it. So let's come back right here and say machine wall. I'm going to say that I want 26 of these. Perfect. Well, it did give me a little bit more, but it's because the recipe makes 8. I want 1 rose gold. So if I come back here, I need 1 rose gold. And I need a netherite block, netherite right here, like so. And voila. So let me go and make that quickly. Perfect. The center is the netherite block. Throw a rose gold at it, and the broken animation. That's honestly the only sad part. The animation of this machine is really cool. So the fact that the animation is broken is like sad, but it is what it is. We're going to put the next one right here. So we have a second large compact machine. We're going to go in, and the moment we go in, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to back ourselves into a corner right here, shift right click, new spawn point set. We're going to press M for the map, go to claim chunk, claim, and claim the chunk. And I'm going to have to release some other chunk because now that was the last one that I had available. But the reason I want to do that is if I don't know, like You might not have seen my other my last playthrough, which was, oh, I have a blank. I just blanked on the name. So in the last playthrough, I did make these magical like setup. So first I'm going to come here and I'm going to teach it how to make drawer. The 2x2. So this drawer, I'm going to teach it how to do this drawer. And I have an energy problem. Okay, so the reason I'm having energy problem is this dimensional card. Do you see, like, this uses 500 FE per tick. If I go here and I put that back in, it now uses 8,000 FE per tick. So if I have too many machine link, I really need the next reactor for sure. So let me come back here right quickly, see if we can just get done what I want to get done, and voila, and show this in this crafter. Okay, we need to do something else now. We need to teach it how to make the pot. No, the botany something. So we need to teach it how to make a creative hopper botany pot. So the creative hopper botany pot is going to be made with this. That's the recipe I want to use. Yeah, so I'm going to need this. I'm going to need it to teach. I'm going to need to teach it how to do this and how to do that apple. Perfect. So now if I come back here, I need the block of netherite it already knows. The ultra, I need to teach it how to make the ultra upper botany pot, like so. I need to teach it how to make the elite, like so. Then I need to teach it how to make this one, the hopper botany pot. I need to teach it how to make wooden hopper. And I need to teach it how to make the flower pot, like so. And more than that, I need to teach it how to make bricks, like so, and how to make clay. Ooh, that's an interesting recipe. Well, right now I have a lot of clay, so I'm going to just do it this way, but that was kind of interesting. And I need to teach it how to make terracotta. So from this recipe, like so. And you know what? Let me just remove that until I solve my problem with power. It's going to be easier to do it that way. So this is crafting, crafting. All of these are crafting. This one is cooking. Yeah. And this one is cooking. Perfect. So I'm going to put the two cooking in there. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say creative essence. How many do I have? I have 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Show that in here. And then I can say creative right here. Click this and I want 5. Can I do that? Yes, I can, but it needs to craft 22 terracotta. And how many? Oh, I have the pot available. So if I do that, now I just need for this to cook the clay. And if I come back here to creative, 5, and voila, the 8 are made. So now I'm going to order some drawers like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to order some, let me grab this drawer key. I'm going to order some pipes. More pipes, please. Whoa, okay. So no, I can't craft in here. I need to use this one. So craft this. I'm going to a stack of pipe and some upgrades. Do I need upgrades? I'm just going to put, yeah-ish. Yeah, let's just grab some upgrade to make it easy for now. Okay, so I'm going to show you the resource production line. So if I come back here and I grab these things right here, and I'm going to want to put some seeds. So if I come here, I'm going to want an Indirium seed. I'm going to want a steel seed. I'm going to want, netherite for sure. I'm going platinum, not so much right now. Let me just check for the resources that are oh, no, these are important. I need this and I need this. Perfect. Then dye seed, I don't care. Nether quartz. I'm trying to find the signalum in the lumia. Oh, signalum seed. Perfect. and Lumium Seed. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. What else would I take? What could be the 8th one? Did I grab lead? Indirium, signalum, lumium. No, so let me grab lead. Yeah, lead's going to be the next one. So if I come back right here and I go into my compact machine, I want to make what I call, I love this. I developed this in the other series. These are going to be my processing lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Then at the end, a crafter, like so. Then I'm going to need a point. Ooh, yeah, I didn't think this through perfectly. So now that I remove the dimensional card, I won't have access to my resource as easily. And I can just take more of, oh, I can't put it back. So now I have to go out. So if I come here to my crafting grid and I put this in here, if I look for dirt, oh, dirt, a hoe, and supremium essence, supremium. I'm going to need, oh no, insanium, sorry. So insanium, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to need a, let's teach it how to make flux point. So flux point right here. So flux point is made like this, but that's not enough because I need to teach it how to make flux core, which is not enough because I need to teach it how to make eyes of ender. So I'm going to hope that that's enough, but technically I also need to teach it how to make flux dust. So if I come back here and I say flux point, can I craft one of these? Yes, I am lucky enough to be able to do that right now. So let's come back right into this machine and I'm going to set some power. Oh, yes, these pot do not use power. Okay, so I'm just going to put power on top of the crafter because that's the only thing. So in my other setup, I also needed to power all of the pot, but for this one, I don't need to. So that's going to kind of make it easier. And now I can go put all of this right here. And then I'm going to need my, I need to solve my power. I told you I'm going to make sure that I solve the power in between episode. Well, that I prepare for it. So now I need my wrench. And the beauty of being in a compact machine is that there is no rain. So there's definitely a bonus for that. So let's just put that like so. And let's just put some upgrade like so. And what we're going to do, just to get started, we're not going to permit inserting in here. So now, if I come back here, I'm going to set this back one to Indirium, this one to, and put the seeds in here. I'm going to set this one to Signalum, put the seed right here, set this one to Lumium, and put the seed in here. Next one is going to be Refined Glowstone and seed. Next one's going to be Refined Obsidian and seed. This one's going to be Netherite. Yeah, right here, and put the seed in here. And this one's going to be steel. Oh, yeah, let's steel. Don't know why, just prefer putting steel right now. Put that right here. And this one's going to be lead. And like this. Perfect. So now we need to wait for all of these to produce. While we're waiting for all of these to produce, I'm going to come back out and we're going to need some of this pink essence. I don't remember the name. So let me just grab a stack and come back in here. Technically, I should never need any upgrade in those. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So this right here. And continue the rest. I want to lock the drawers because I want to make sure that I never get any crap in any of these things. So I'm going to lock all of the drawers. like so. And then I'm going to go extract, insert, take one, and set this to only extract this. Extract, insert. Oh, I want to keep one of each though. So this is going to say extract this. Throw them in the back. Extract, insert, take one. Set this to extract. Oh, nope. Perfect, like this. Sorry, I just took the wrong thing. So one, take it back. Extract, did I set this one to extract? Nope, this one is the refined glowstone. Yes, perfect. Put it back. Extract one, extract. That's the netherite. It looks like steel so much. Wow, there's really very little difference between some of these. Okay, and lead. Put it in here. Voila. Okay, so I didn't want anything in here because the same thing we did with the essence. What we need to do right now is we need to put signalum, lumium, refined glowstone, refined obsidian, netherite, steel, lead. Perfect. And we're going to say remember. Then I'm going to move all of these down here and say remember. And then we're going to start making the recipe. So we need 8 because there's actually 8 recipe that we can make. So that's recipe 1. Apply, Indirium. Recipe 2. Apply. The third one is Lumium. Apply. Then refined. Ooh, I went out of order. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Please ignore it. Please ignore the OCD. Let's go with the next one. Netherite, like so. And then steel. Apply, and finally, finally lead. So that's why that's the setup that I love. I love that you can produce 8 different type of things. And now that we've done this, we can now open the floodgate. We can turn this to insert, and now boom, everything goes in here and everything goes in there, and you can just extract like this. But I'm going to automate the extract for sure. Why is it not apply? Okay, I was like, why is it not making lead? But voila. So technically, this is fully automated. And I say technically because it's not being imported yet. So I still need to import it in my system. So I'm going to need to make a tunnel. I'm going to need to put a tunnel and export all of the items into a chest to be able to put in my refined storage system. Unfortunately, if I look at tunnel here, this is an item tunnel, a fluid tunnel, and an energy tunnel. There's not a refined storage tunnel. So I think I'm going to need to make an item tunnel and send it to a chest on the other side, and then put an importer on the chest on the other side. But voila, I can have one line here, and then if I come like this, I can have a second line. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Third line, 1, 2, 3. Fourth line, and yeah, I can't squeeze another line in there. But that being said, I can go up. I can make like a roof and put a second line like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think I can comfortably fit 12 in here. 12 at each resource each is more than the seeds that I have right now. So I'm not even going to need that much. That's just how I'm going to set it up if I need to go higher. So let me throw all of this in here. Perfect. But what I'm trying to say is that right here, every seed that's resource crafting, like this quartz, I don't want quartz essence anymore. I want quartz. I don't want platinum essence. I want platinum. I don't want enderman essence. I want ender pearl. So for each of these seed, I'm going to set up in a line, and I'm just going to directly export to my system. Now, while we're here, let me go check something quickly. If I come back here, oh yes, we're done. well, I should grab this also. What I meant by we're done is I'm going to be able to make my blaze seed in my time lapse. So if I come back right here and grab these two soul jars, I can go soul jars 1 and blaze rod, then I'll put the next one with blaze rod, and I'll be able to make the blaze seed. I'm also going to make the osmium blaze seed because I need osmium. And I'm just going to set up all of these pots properly. So in my time lapse, I want to set up some pot. I want to make another section. I don't know where. You know what? I'm going to create a second level here, and I'm going to move all of these 3 setup in a tower. I'm going to make an indoor tower, and in that indoor tower, I'm just going to automate all of those. So I'm going to make sure to automate them, and then in the next episode I'm going to show you how the automation works. But with that done, it will mean that from then on, like, material is taken care of and is never a problem ever again. By the way, if you see Project E, is that I've installed the latest version of the pack, and technically the pack finished here, and if we finished here before this came out, that would have been the end of the series. Because this came out, we can probably do this. I just don't know how hard or complicated it's going to be. But like I said, in my time lapse, I'm going to prepare all of this to make a bigger reactor. Okay, so if I come back here, it says, does it say 3x3x3? Like, I don't know what's the size that these reactor permit making. I'm going to do a little bit of research, but for this reactor casing, I need 4 refined obsidian with 4 graphite bars. So I'm going to automate the creation of graphite bar, which is just cooking coal. I'm going to automate the crafting of steel casing, which is why I needed the production line for steel and indium ASAP. And I'm just going to like produce enough, like all of the, so I'm going to produce all of those, but I'm going to craft them in my system. I'm not going to craft them and take them in my hand so that we can unlock this. So in the next episode, we're just going to set up the big reactor to make sure that power is no longer an issue. And then we're going to be entering the real end to be able to make the antimatter and antimatter core. But I have a big time lapse ahead of me. It might be so big, I might have so much to do, that it is possible that since the next episode is episode 13, you know what, guys? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this episode here. I'm not going to go much further, and I'm going to start episode 13. And episode 13 is going to be a time-lapse episode, so I'm going to release it right after this one together. Like, it's going to be a bonus episode on that day. So in the time-lapse episode, I'm just going to set up these recipe with you guys, just to craft one of each, just to show that they're crafted. And then I'm going to go in my time lapse, and in my time lapse, I'm going to finish rearranging my island so that I can do like all of the setup that I want. I might even make I might bite the bullet and just also move the lava production. Like, I don't like that I had to chunk load up down to here. Like, I finally got the message of why the compact machine is good. Because of the loading, the compact machine is just like an epic thing. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be the end of the episode. Like I said, I'm not even going to tag a little time lapse along, but you guys that are watching this, you already have the next episode to watch because it's going to have been uploaded back to back on the same day. Whew. A lot of things done, a lot of work ahead, but I somehow feel that we're going to complete this pack in 2 or 3 more episodes, but I just really want to redo the rejig of my base for the next episode, like, so that I can finish on a nice, cleaner, better base. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.